To go along with the latest set of tutorials I've been working on, I'm going to show you now how to make a buyable wall gun like that from Call of Duty Zombies. I know many people already have these functional in their maps, but I did want to make a quick and simple tutorial on how to do it for those that don't know how, so they can make their own wall guns. Let's start blasting. Okay, for map setup, you're going to need three things. First of all, you're going to need the weapon you're working with. For this tutorial, I'm using a battle rifle. I already set it here because I just wanted to get it lined up real good and where I wanted it to be placed, because that's not really part of the tutorial and showing you how to make it work rather than showing you where to place things, because I'm sure that you'll want to place your weapons wherever you want and however you want. So I'm just going to go over the fact that I just put it here halfway in the wall to make it look like a wall gun, and of course you're going to need to set it to face. That is something you'll need to do. That's the only settings you'll need to change on this weapon right here. The next thing you're going to need is an 8x2x2 blocker, and it's a universal blocker, but it doesn't have to be 8x2x2. You can use any size as long, as the weapon is fully encased in it. Because if it sticks out even a little bit, it's going to let the player grab this weapon off the wall. You don't want the weapon to come off the wall. You want the player to get this kind of weapon. So you want to make sure it's sticking out just a hair like that, and make sure that it's fully encased in it. And if we test it out, it won't let me pick up this weapon. It won't let me pick it up no matter what I do. Yep, can't grab it. And that's important because the last thing we're going to need is our way to interact with it. And we go into gameplay, scripting, and we're going to use an invisible button this time. Go ahead and turn that around. Snap to the floor. Move it back here to about right there. Make sure it's interactable. And you're going to want to be able to use this button as many times as you have the points for. So you're going to make sure to turn all these off. Make sure initially disabled is off, initially empowered is off, and one-time use is off. And that's all the settings you have to work with for the map. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that just like my previous tutorials where I would like to buy the vehicle shop and all that stuff, I have a way to earn points right here. It's just AI that I can use to earn the points to buy this gun. So anyway, let's get into the scripting of it by placing a new script brain down and get right into it. This is actually a lot shorter than you would think. So to start off, we're going to grab our button and bring that in. That's all we have to do. That's the only thing we have to bring it in. You can rename it. I would recommend renaming it to whatever weapon is on your wall. But for this tutorial, since I'm only using one weapon, then we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to go to Events Custom, because that's where we're going to grab our on-object interacted. And the object that's going to be interacted with is our switch. There we go. Now we're going to go into game mode, because we're going to get the player's personal score, which is, the points they get for doing different things. And I'm assuming you have it set to where you get personal score from doing objectives in your map. So we have that. Now we need to grab a couple of comparing nodes. We need to grab a branch right here. That's not a compare node exactly, but we're going to grab a Boolean logic, and then we're going to need a logic compare. Okay, we're going to place the compare right below here, and then we're also going to place the Boolean logic right under that, just to keep things neat. You're going to grab the total score and plug that into operand A of the compare, because just like my vehicle shop, this is how many points you want to compare it to. So what it costs 1,000 points for a battle rifle, kind of like some weapons in Call of Duty Zombies would cost 1,000 weapons, all that good stuff. And you want to make sure, and it's checking, hey, do you have 1,000 points? Yes. And what if you have more than enough points? Yes. And we can hook up the or into our condition, place it right here for neatness, and then it'll work. Because if you don't have enough, because it's going to say, is it equal to or greater than, then it will work. Because if it's not less than, because that's not a condition we have set, then nothing will happen. You won't get the gun. So we can go ahead and hook these up like this right here. So yeah, you're going to want to hook up equal to and greater than to operand A and operand B of the same node. So both outputs to both inputs here connect or to there. And there's only a couple nodes left. Yeah, it's that simple. We're going to go into game mode, and we're going to adjust personal score. Very first node. Go ahead and do if true right there. And by the way, it's pretty obvious that the activating player would be the one that you're going to hook all your player nodes up to. Forget personal score and everything. So that way it's only trying to find out how many points this current player who activated the switch is getting. Okay, same here. Player into activating player. And what we're going to do is we're going to minus that many. So negative 1,000. So if they have enough points, it will take their points and then give them a weapon. You can, if you wanted to be a little bit more safe about it, you can make it to where it gives you the weapon, then takes the points. But that order really doesn't matter here. So we're going to go to give player new weapon. Place it right here. Go ahead and plug that in, just like that. The player is obviously the same as before, the activating player of the switch. The weapon type, we're going to give it just the BR75, the battle rifle, 75 battle rifle. A weapon addition method, swap primary. I wish they had a replace primary and a replace secondary, so that way it wouldn't drop your weapon, but it's fine. We're going to do swap primary and make sure that says false on wait until completion. And there you go. That will give you your buy. That will give you your buy weapons on your walls. So I'm going to see how many points do I have. I have 310. I had it just shortcutted so that way the elite gives me 100 points on a kill. So that way we can just kind of speed through this real quick and show you what's going on. Okay, we have 1,010 points. Let's go ahead and get that weapon. Boom. We have our weapon. And if you want, you know, a traditional experience, you can turn weapon pickup to off, and it won't affect this. It just won't let you pick up weapons that you would drop. So that way, hey, you made your choice. You can't get that other weapon back. So we have, let's see. Yeah, we have how many points? 10. Nothing. It won't give us the new battle rifle. And just to make sure, just to show you that even though you're holding a battle rifle, it will still give you one, I'm going to speed through getting 1,000 points again and try it again. Okay, we have 1,030 points. We have a battle rifle. Will it give us another one? Yes, it will. The other one kind of went into oblivion, but it's fine. So that's how you know that it will still give you the weapon, you know, even if you're holding it. So that way the whole thing with you don't have enough points, it won't work. Same thing here. We don't have enough points again because we're down to 30 and so on. There you go. And one last thing, you can, you know, do this for as many weapons as you have on your map. And the script will be the same each time. The only thing that will change is your points amount right here and here, and your weapon type here, and your button. Your button will be different. Other than that, you can place the exact same setup here with a plasma carbine or a plasma repeater, plasma, whatever the gun is called. And every weapon in the way you set it up is going to be different, but it will, you can copy paste the script and it will work for each and every weapon you have. Incredibly simple and almost modular in the way that you can copy paste with only changing 3 things. I actually wanted to do this for a while now, so now that I know, I'm going to be throwing it into many of my maps. Well, my stop is coming up and I'll see you on the next one.